In the United Kingdom, we have a bank holiday, and apparently in America, they also have a federal holiday, that being Memorial Day. Now, it being a federal holiday in America, obviously everything has to go on sale. I mean, have you seen the commercialization of everything in America? You know, the halftime, big bowl, soup bowl, cereal bowl thing. I don't know what that fuck that is. Even though Memorial Day is something to do with, I don't know, veterans or something like that. Below Natural has said that it's going to be a Game Pass sale. Very cool. Going live at 12 o'clock PM Eastern Time. We'll be making an official announcement tomorrow morning. Yeah, Below Natural got the dates wrong. 12 PM EST is 1700 in London time. What Below probably meant was 12 AM because 12 AM EST is 5 o'clock in London time, and this sale actually occurred at around 5 o'clock-ish. So yeah, you got your dates wrong Below. Anyways, as OuterBest says here, this sale is now live. Apologies for the delay. So while no official announcement has been made yet, we can review it because a sale has actually now occurred. So for the Game Passes, as you can see here, for the first 5 towers here, nothing has changed. In fact, not even the Swarmer has changed price, which I wouldn't be surprised if it didn't change its price, because after all, it is a limited time tower, and the Swarmer is seen as, even though it's been nerfed quite recently, still seen as a good tower. Furthermore, it's also gotten a remodel. Yeah, not surprised that it hasn't got a sale, but what has got a sale, firstly, is the Pursuit. It's now 30% off, decreasing from 1,500 Robux to 1,050 Robux. So you are saving 450 Robux, fair enough. The Pursuit is considered a very good late game DPS tower, so you know what, for 1,000 Robux, it could be quite decent for people. Next, VIP, the VIP Game Pass, it's not actually gotten a sale. In recent times, the VIP Game Pass has not actually received a sale that frequently. This is unlike when it was first released, when it usually was part of sales, but now, no. Next, we have the Engineer, which is 25% off and 1,687 Robux, which is down from 2,250 Robux, in case you were wondering why this Game Pass is so weird in price, saving yourself effectively 562 Robux. Also, I can't believe that the developers have not changed the description of the Engineer, saying that this pass is only available for a limited time. That was the case when it was first released, and it was off sale for like a couple of months, but then the developers re-added it, given the fact that it was glitched in the game, to always show the pass for the Engineer, and they haven't changed it since, so it's not limited time, developers. Can you please change that? Next, interestingly, the Cowboy doesn't get a sale, but the Warden does. I can't lie, the Cowboy would have been a more popular tower to use for a Game Pass sale. I mean, you can even see by the ratings here, the Cowboy has around 8,000 ratings, whereas this one only has about 3,500. Whereas the Cowboy, I believe, has been on sale for less time than the Warden, given the fact that the Badlands rework was after the Wardens. In any case, 30% off, down from 600 Robux to 420 Robux. Very cool. The next tower to get a sale is actually the Mercenary Base, going down from 1,800 Robux to 1,350. The next one is the Gatling Gun, interestingly, having a 30% sale, going from 2,599 Robux to 1,819 Robux. Massive savings there. And then interestingly, the Biologist Tower, which I assume is going to get removed sometime soon, although it probably won't be taken off sale at the same time that the event ends. I assume the event ends this week on Wednesday, whereas the Biologist Tower will probably be on sale for a bit longer, given the fact that it's an unorbitainable tower now, and people probably wouldn't need to buy the tower, and developers probably want to profit off that. In any case, it's gone from 849 Robux down to 594 Robux, which I consider a more reasonable price for an event tower. And interestingly, admin mode has not decreased in price for this sale. It's still 8,000 Robux. So actually, this sale, compared to something like the Black Friday sale, where most of these Game Passes were on sale, like the Crook Boss Turret, the Mortar, the Cowboy, the Vigilante skin crates, and the Unwavering Tide skin crates, yeah, this sale is a disappointment. But what I've noticed is that the products, there used to be like a whole range of products here, like gems, coins, and whatever. Now there's only Revive tickets, which, may I remind you, probably one of the glitchiest products in Tower Defense Simulator, and you should probably never buy Revive tickets. Now, from brief inspection, it doesn't look like any of the other Robux items in Tower Defense Simulator has gotten a sale. The Deluxe Crate is still 200 Robux, the Phantom Crate is still 200 Robux, the Premium Crate is still 200 Robux. The prices in the Game Pass store automatically update to the price of the Game Pass, so the prices have been updated to reflect this. but there is no sale banner across it, so I assume the developers, either in their announcement they'll announce it, or they won't just change it at all. Because normally in these types of sales, the first two occupied things would be the sale for, like, say, the engineer or the Gatling gun, because they're the most expensive, and there'll be plazas with, like, oh, 30% off, 20% off, whatever. It does it look like the credits have changed prices? Yes, it does actually, because the prices for the coins, 70 Robux, 250 Robux, 350 Robux, 650 Robux, respectively, for 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, 10,000 coins. Here, even though it's a weird order, 59, 170, 297, 552. And it's the same discount for the gems. I wonder, is the Game Pass price if you buy it up front? I wonder if you go to, I don't know, a public server and then try and gift it, has it changed? And the spin tickets and all the revive and all the timescale tickets seem to have changed price. So let's see, let's gift it to this person here. 59. Oh right, yes, it is now 15. It is 15% off. You can see if you try and attempt to buy the product, it says 15% off gems and coins. Very cool. That might explain why the products no longer appear on the developer product storefront in Tower Defense Simulator. However, another product that did appear on the storefronts for the developer product was the Deluxe Crate, and that no longer appears. So I really can't explain why the developers removed all of those developer products apart from the Revive tickets. Like, maybe the developers really wanted people to buy Revive tickets and didn't want everyone else to buy the coin stuff. Additionally, the developers have added these sales to the gifting. So as you can see here, the biologist is 30% off the biologist gift, and I assume if I were to buy another gift, say the pursuit tower, that it would be the same, which it is indeed. Now, here's a trick, right? What the developers sometimes do is when they take everything off sale, they forget that gifting exists. So the sales for, say, the biologist tower still occurs. So for like some time after the sale has ended, the biologist tower is still 594 Robux, meaning that in these circumstances, the best thing to do is to get an alt or to get a friend to give you the biologist tower and then do the reciprocal if you need to reciprocate. So this sale is a medium-sized sale, and I don't think many people in the community probably would care too much given the fact that they don't have Robux to spend. Not entirely sure what proportions of Tower Defense Simulator players actually spend Robux in the game. I know statistics for like other games, it's probably much higher than Tower Defense Simulator, given the fact that Tower Defense Simulator doesn't really monetize too much. Also, is the Battle Pass, let's see, is the Battle Pass on sale? No, the Battle Pass is not on sale, so gifting is still 500 Robux, and I assume if you buy it yourself, it's still also 500 Robux. I'm not sure about the skip all the level stuff. And also, it seems like, I'm going to talk about this in a later video, but one of the bugs that I talks about the Grim skin being bugged. Doesn't look like it's bugged anymore, but it doesn't look like it's also on sale. No, 399 Robux not on sale. And no, it doesn't seem like they have actually decreased the prices for the Battle Pass, which in the past they have done for the Operation Ice Battle Pass for, I believe, the Christmas update or the Christmas sale. It's not the case here. So it looks like it's a small scale sale, and it's not really as big as the Christmas sale, which I wouldn't expect it to be as big as the Christmas sale, but I don't really think there's too much to talk about here. Other than maybe the Biologist Tower being on sale. That's fine. In other news, Outer Bears does mention that there's going to be an update this Wednesday too, saying that it's going to be a fun update. So it's likely that it's going to be a lot of content. So in the recent past, there's been the Hacker Tower, there's been the Skill Tree. Maybe these will be added for this update. There's also the mention of the turret rework, which may also happen this update, but we need to wait and see what the update is actually about. But it does seem to be a pretty big update.